Hi writers, welcome back to a new writing lesson. So I hope your writing has been going well. You guys should be working on writing a story that talks about a problem in our world, and you should be writing about different reasons why it's a problem. So you've been working on, you already know what your problem is, and you've been working on adding a lot of reasons and a lot of details about why it's a problem. And then we learned about when we think we're done with our writing, we have just begun. So we need to make sure that we have all of these items checked off before we think we're done with our writing. So we want to make sure that we reread our writing, that we read it to someone else, that we add pictures on every page and labels that teach. We want to make sure that we fix up the parts of our writing that are not easy to read. We want to tell more reasons. And remember, we want to say or else in our story and add some speech bubbles. We also just learned that when we are having a hard time spelling a word, that we can have all these ways that can help us spell difficult words. And today, that means that basically when you're done and you can check off all of those items, that you might be done with your story. And so today I want to teach you that we wrote these books so that we could help spread the word about a problem and some reasons why it's a problem. And you've heard me say that this new writing that we are doing is called persuasive writing. Well, when you're persuading someone to do what you want them to do or help you with something, that's your opinion. Your opinion, how you feel about something. And in our story, we are writing about our opinion because it's a problem that we think there is. So that's our opinion, and the reasons that we think something is a problem is also our opinion. So I think it's dangerous to run in the hallways. I think you might fall. I think you could crash into other people, and I think you could get very hurt. Those are my opinions. So you guys have also been doing opinion writing, and I want to teach you that opinion writers don't just wait around quietly hoping that someone will ask them to learn about their writing. Opinion writers get their words into the world so lots of people will be able to know and care about the problem that they are trying to solve. And so you are writing this piece of writing hoping that a bunch of people will read it. And so when I say a bunch of people will read it, who do we think should read our writing? If I wrote my story about running in hallways, do you think I should tell mommies and daddies about it? Do mommies and daddies go to school with us? Who do you think I should tell this to? Other students? I should tell all the kids at the school because they would help me solve the problem. If you were writing your story about recycling, everyone should be recycling, so you could tell your story to anyone. You could tell your parents, your siblings, your grandma and grandpa, your neighbors. If you're writing a story about the virus, you could tell anyone. And so that's what I want to help you guys know today is who to tell your writing about. Who can actually help you fix the problem? So, like I said, my story doesn't apply to everyone because not every single person goes to school with us. It would only be able to be helped by other students and maybe other teachers. I don't think teachers run in the hallways, but I could still tell them. if I was writing a story about a problem in California, in the state that we live, should I tell people about it in Utah or Nevada or in different states? Probably not, because they aren't living in California, so they wouldn't really be able to help us. So you want to make sure that you decide who your reader is. Who do you think you should tell your problem to? And so we remember when we looked at this checklist in the first lesson, and we said writers write to make the world better. And we learned that we need to see a problem, think about a problem, think about reasons that why this is a problem, and then remember to write it all down. So you need to think of a problem, and then you're going to write so many reasons about why it's a problem. And now that we're done, you need to decide who you should share your writing with. Because when writers write their opinions and they are trying to make someone help them solve a problem, they need to make sure they're telling the right people. So make sure when you're writing and you're thinking, okay, this is my problem. Is it a problem that my family could help me solve? Is it a problem that I need to maybe think about other people who could help me, who are outside of my home, maybe our neighbors, or maybe the health department in San Ramon? You need to think about who could help you solve the problem. So that's what you're going to be thinking about when you are done with your writing. All right, I'm so excited to see what you guys have written about and to see all the great work you guys are doing. All right, make sure that you start the timer for your 10-minute writing so you can really think about who you are writing to and making sure that you have finished adding everything to your stories. Bye, you guys!